Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Megadeth Jason here, and welcome to another edition of my Madden 2017 franchise. It is the week of the Pro Bowl. We know that we play New England in the Super Bowl. I will go ahead and I will show you who the Pro Bowlers are this season very quickly, and then we will get into the big game. See who our QBs are, and obviously New England has the MVP of the season, Jacoby Brissett. It's going to be an interesting game for us. We have Teddy Bridgewater, who made the Pro Bowl, Adrian Peterson. We didn't have anyone on defense make it, I don't think. Doesn't look like it. It's not like we had any real big standouts on defense, so that makes sense. And then we'll take a look at some of the league news real quick as well since the season ended and the playoffs started. Obviously, we know we've had some coaches that were fired here during the off season. The Jets are going to go with Gary Kubiak as head coach. Broncos go with John Harbaugh. So we can see any other coach changes here real quick. Not seeing any at the moment. I'm guessing some of these other teams are going to wait until the playoffs and everything play out. So let's go ahead and let's get this Super Bowl started. With second season, it's good to make the Super Bowl in 2 years. Granted, our team is pretty solid starting out with. Vikings have a pretty solid team by default in this game. Let's go ahead and get started, and I'll see you at the end of the game.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Vikings going up against the Patriots. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, thank you very much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Twin Cities and the expansive new U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Minnesota Vikings and the New England Patriots. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We are honored to be here for the biggest spectacle in sports, the Super Bowl. Are you ready, partner?
I am more than ready, and I love the word you used, honored, because it is an honor to be here. It's a privilege to be here. My excitement is just about to burst through the booth. I can't wait to do this.
Well, and sitting with both of these teams and talking in the meetings and media day and all the hoopla that goes into this, there was one common theme. They're ready to stop the talking and start playing football.
Yeah, they were probably ready a while ago. Now they can just focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides come in with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game.
I want to see if they come out conservative, trying to minimize errors, or if they have enough confidence to attack early and try and take advantage of the other team's nervousness.
All the talk, all the hype, but the past is prologue as this Super Bowl is underway. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett. Carry here for Zach Stacy. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Let's discuss this offense now, and Julian Edelman, very good player.
Has really developed into a terrific slot receiver, and a lot of times he would be the primary receiver. Still mad coming out of college that he's not a quarterback in the NFL. He takes it out on the opposing defenses.
Here's Brissett. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains. Having an effective short passing game, one of their main concern coming into this one, right there, able to hit the D with a quick strike and a first down.
And you're able to put that into your game plan when you see that there's space to throw the football. A lot of defenses don't want to play press coverage or tight coverage. They'll play backed off, and sometimes those cornerbacks will bail out really fast and really get deep, and that allows you to throw the quick game underneath, and they took advantage of it. He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose, and boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now it's Zach Stacy, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
Xavier Rhodes is a cornerback who does not mind being physical. Whether he's covering passes or coming up in the run game, he's going to be there to make an impact.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
He's going to field this at the 4. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. So here come the Vikings with a long field ahead of them. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the former Louisville Cardinal, Teddy Bridgewater.
To me, the best part of Teddy Bridgewater's game is his decision-making. Very smart, loves to watch the game, loves to analyze it, and he does it so well, he takes care of the football and keeps his team in good spots. That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop his shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
2nd down following the run. Bridgewater fakes the give to Peterson. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's brought down after a good game. That one goes for 24 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A quick look here at the Patriot defense.
Terrence Knighton's nickname, Pot Roast, was given to him, and he didn't like it at first. Now he says, don't call me Terrence. Holds down the middle against anyone trying to run the football.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. A play fake to Peterson. Now Bridgewater. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Bridgewater gives to his tailback, Peterson. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless 1st quarter to this point. The play fake, Bridgewater. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his third catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. First down, here's a run with Peterson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, but they face a second and long to start things out. Now it's a Bridgewater. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it third down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Let's go. Way 90.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. Now 4th down. So on 4th down, the Vikings send out Blair Walsh to try the field goal here. Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on 3rd down after having such a long drive going.
Now, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Now after the made field goal, Walsh back out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Brissett. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? It's a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Here's Brissett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he's brought down. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Come on, let's go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38!
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Stacy. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Hey, pull down. Let's go! Ryan 38!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go! 190!
The Vanderbilt grab. This is Stacy. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. And some room to work. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 6 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Super Bowl 52 after this. A reminder, coming up at the intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Larry Ridley and the crew in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Let's go! 190!
Back to throw here. And Wilson has it. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Rob Gronkowski, his 11th touchdown of the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage. And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
12 yards on the pickup, and that leads to a Minnesota first down.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
Peterson alone in the backfield. They go play action here on first down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Let's go. Way 90. Way 90.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On second down, Bridgewater again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Rudolph in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it. Number 1. So these two teams will head back to their respective locker rooms here in Super Bowl 52 from Minnesota. As we send you now to Orlando and our Tiburon studios, where Larry Ridley's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon.
And apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see you in the postgame. We're ready to get to the third quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And let's shift now to talking about the Patriots defense. They're losing here as we begin the third quarter, trying to stop this from being a bigger deficit.
I used to play for a coach who always talked about getting the other team's attention. And in this case, they want to let them know that you're going to do the dictating from here on out, not the other way around.
Trying to impose their will as we start the third.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock. Normally he's pretty reliable, usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. On third down, Bridgewater. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Bridgewater on first down. It's caught. Stills right side. It's a gain of 14 there, and it'll be first down Vikings.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Second down, Bridgewater. Open man is Treadwell, and he's got it for the Minnesota touchdown. Laquan Treadwell hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And a touchdown there to help them expand the lead.
All you're looking for is as much separation between you and the other team as possible. They've got to feel good about what that touchdown gives them.
And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
This is Stacy. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Let's go. 1, 9.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Everson Griffin able to drop it for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. And now out comes Minnesota. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
They run again with Peterson. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there. A 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position. Help out your team.
Now Bridgewater. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the 1st down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Laquan Treadwell, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run with Stacy, and he powers his way up past the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Second down following the run.
Let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
One quarter in Super Bowl 52. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. Brissett to the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. A gain of 4 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. We're still in search of the first down after that last completion.
Let's go.
Here's Brissett. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up a 4th down. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Oh, man. 4th down and 1, and you're on your own side of midfield? That takes a little bit of courage to pull off, but they went ahead and snapped it, and it'll work out for them as they get the first down.
It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On first down, he'll drop to throw, and it's caught over the middle. Wilson, and he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there, not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They slot Gronkowski outright. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He was trying to hit Bishop Sankey that time. And now it's 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Finding time. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And now out comes Minnesota. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They start the drive with Peterson. Muscles him off. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Two minutes to go here in Super Bowl 52 from Minneapolis. We're back to crown a champion after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, Peterson. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he's brought down. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
They run again on 1st down. Peterson. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it'll be a Minnesota 1st down.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, giving them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, We're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
The Super Bowl hero, Malcolm Butler, makes a stop.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Incomplete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dante Hightower in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Throwing here, Bridgewater. Wide open receiver complete. It's a pickup of 17 there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. And they have done it. The Minnesota Vikings are the Super Bowl.
And that does it, ladies and gentlemen. The Minnesota Vikings win the Super Bowl against the New England Patriots with a final score of 24-7. I thought this game would be much, much closer, with Brissett being Super Bowl MVP, and the way he's carved up defense all season long. I thought it was going to be a much closer game. We had far lesser teams beat us during the regular season and push us in the postseason, so this one is kind of surprising to see. Go ahead and wait here and see who ends up winning the Super Bowl MVP. My guess would be Bridgewater. And that Treadwell touchdown was interesting because I thought that would have been ruled as an incomplete pass. That seemed to be a turning point after that touchdown. It was weird because he caught it, was in the end zone. They ruled it a touchdown. It looked like he dropped it right away before he even hit the ground. So there you go. Teddy Bridgewater, your Super Bowl MVP.
For an entire season. What a season it has been.
See,
Feels like we have been there every
long
step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to
couple seasons for Bridgewater. He was out the whole first year, and then we had the Bradford trade out part of this year when he was replaced by Dak Prescott. So good for Bridgewater, winning a Super Bowl MVP to cap off a long season and a half for him. We'll go ahead and we'll end there for the night, folks, and I will see you when we go to the off-season. We'll have a special off-season edition of this Madden 2017 franchise.